Hi, my name is Shiva. Welcome to Coding Tutor. In the last video, we discussed how to develop a project and what are the environment variables is required and how to write entity class and what is Spring Data JPA, and along with that we understand what are the advantages for the Spring Data JPA. Now in this video we are going to understand how to use a Lombok library application development. See, what is entity class? A class is configured at the rate of entity we can call as an entity class. Entity class is mapped with a database table. After that, at the rate of ID, at the rate of generator value, already we discussed in the last video and last step. Now let's try to go for to develop use. To make a simplification of application, we are going to use a Lombok framework. Instead of generating parameterized constructor and default constructors, writing setters and getters, this is not really good approach. Even you can try to write it, but instead of this, we can try to use third-party library Lombok. Using a Lombok framework or using a Lombok library, we can generate setters and getter methods. And even you can try to write parameterized constructor, even you can try to write default constructor in application development. Let me write it at the rate of setter. Look at now. Yes. If I use at the rate of setter, Lombok.setter, expand entity class. Look at now, setter methods. Now I want to generate setter getter method at the rate of getter. If I use a getter and getter method comes here, just observe that getter method. Now we can try to configure all argument constructor. It means that parameterized constructor. Look at now, parameterized constructor. Now no argument constructor. So it means a default constructor is generating. This is the strength of Lombok framework. In Lombok is try to generate setters and getters and even parameterized constructor and default constructor at runtime. Once we configure these annotations, yes, we are not required to specify explicitly setter methods and getter methods and parameterized constructor. We can avoid to writing. Observe guys, less code, right? What is the use of Lombok? I hope you understand now. Using a Lombok framework, we can generate setter methods and getter methods, setters and getters and parameterized constructor and no argument based constructor. Along with this, even in this application, I want to use a builder design pattern. Builder. Okay. So what is the use of builder? So if I use a builder design pattern, if I using a builder, I can try to specify which are the fields you require to set the values. We can try to set. For example, I want to set the value inside the value of first name and last name. Yes, I can try to use my builder design pattern. If I configure at the rate of builder, yes, we can try to set the value of first name and last name only. Hey Shiva, I want to use email also. Yes, you can try to set the values. Even if I try to use a password, yes, you can try to use a password. So for example, here I have 5 fields. In 5 fields, out of 5 fields, I want to set 3 fields only values. Yes, in the moment, we can try to use a builder design pattern. You can try to use a builder is an annotation, and builder annotation is a design builder design pattern. Following a builder design pattern principles and people is design, builder is an annotation. So look at now at the setter and getter. So instead of writing at the rate of setter and getter, even we can try to use data. Yes. If I use at the rate of data, yes, it's enough. it generates setters and getters. But look at now once again Project Explorer. See, at the rate of data, when you are trying to use it here, what is happening here now? Hash code equals, everything is coming here now, right? So for the reason, we can, instead of using at the rate of data, you can use what exactly we require. What we required here? At the rate of setter, at the rate of getter. Getter at the rate of setter. Right. Now, fine. That's it. This is the way we can configure setters and getters and parameterize constructor and build a design pattern in your application development. All these annotations is available in my Lombok library.